Hello and welcome back. We're going to get started on actually building our name now. So what we want to do is we want to go over to the side right here, and we want to right now we're on basic shapes. So we want to click on the little drop down arrow here just once, and we want to go to and highlight and click on this little item that says text here. Once we click text, you can see it brings up the text menu. We don't want to do our full name connected letters. We want to have separate letters. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag in my last name. You can drag in your first name, last name, whatever you want. So L-O-T-T. Okay. And the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just go up to the top right here, and I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to change the title of my file. So I'm going to call it lot name, just so I can know what it is later on when I need to refer back to it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is when you click on the letter itself, you can see a little bar pops up on the top here, and if you click on this solid item here, you can change the color of it. So, change them around to a color that you want. Just maybe I'll change the purples on the end here to a lighter purple. That one's a bit dark. Nice red. Okay, so once I've got that, I'm just going to two-finger slide, and I'm just going to zoom in a little bit closer to my text so we can start to talk about how to manipulate our text. So what we want to do is I'm just going to click on the L to start, and you can see on the L there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different squares that are around the outside of the L. The white squares, if you just hover over a white square, it shows you the height and the width. The X and the Y measurement on your shape. So this is, if you click that, it will hold it there. So if you click it once, it holds the measurements there. So this is 11.06 by 8.75. So if I wanted to go in and manually change those, I could click this once, I could click on that once, and then I could change this to, let's say, 13, hit enter, go down here, 13, hit enter. So you can see that changes the size of my shape. Now, there is a second way to manipulate the X and the Y axis. The shape of your item on the X and the Y axis is to actually click down on that white box, and you can drag your shape around, and that will change the size of your shape as well. And you can click on any white box and it will do that. You can also click on the black boxes right there, and they will constrain the shape to move along a certain axis. So I can't pull to the left and the right on this. It will only let me go up and down. Okay. There's one more aspect to this that you're going to want to remember, and that is if I hold down the Shift button and I click down on that white box, and I'll say that again, if I hold down the Shift button and click down on that white box, it moves it proportionally. So you can see the L stays, all the measurements on the L stay the same size. So that's useful when we want to keep the same constrain the size of the shape. Yeah, that's it for now, and we will come back on the next lesson to discuss a little bit more about what's going on here.